Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. I am literally just getting ready here. Hope you enjoy this when it's underway. Just gonna get the link for some people as well, because I know there's gonna be at least a couple of people that want to see this. So we're gonna be messing around with some stuff tonight. Doing like particles and stuff later on, I think. You'll see how much I can get done here, because cleanup's currently going on for the animation. So we'll see how this goes. And I named the stream after the previous bit of dialogue. Faithplay says hi, hello. So yeah, we're back. I'm trying to fix little issues with the model here and there, so that it just looks the best it can. We're almost done though. Like I baked quite a lot of this. Ooh, that's that there. When it hits there, it's not meant to. Hey Nobus, how you doing? Right, so we'll do that. We'll have it go to about there, right? It goes through and it's not meant to, so we'll delete those frames. What this is I've baked all of these the her physics. Just work without having the physics on, so that it should get rendered out correctly. So now we just make sure that this is working properly.
But how do I get back up?
That needs to all be... well,
maybe there's a way out.
That needs to be all gone. Up until about there, roughly, right? And then what we can do is we can just... do that. Keyframe it. Need to make sure everything is perfect here.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
And then we'll have that just tilt slightly.
I'm alive!
From there, we'll just have it tilt slightly sideways. Just ever so slightly. Just to kind of go with what's going on screen.
But...
do the same this way. Try and not tilt this too much. Haven't seen this series in a while. Hello! Hello for anyone that's returning. We're doing really good at the moment.
but how do I get back up?
If you've not seen anything for a while, development's going really good. I know some people are like, dude, what's going on?
But how
You know,
do
so
I
I
get
can
back
always
up?
explain that if I have to.
Maybe there's a way out that way.
Was
that does
there we go, that's not
kinda
too
look
bad.
like a door. Maybe... is it a door? I think it's a door.
Now the her physics should be baked in as they walk. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. And I don't need to worry about the her
I'm
now
alive?
because of...
I'm alive!
there we go, that's not too bad. No, I just need to get the starting position right, I think. Does that bounce at the beginning, or what? Hang on. Yeah, it does. So we need it in that position for the beginning. Just go... is that all of the fringe there? And the side. So who's not been round in a while so I can update people?
Ow! I'm
Okay, that should be good.
alive? I'm alive!
Hey Damon, I'm just fixing some stuff up. I'll also show off some stuff as
But
well,
how do
because
I get back up?
I've been making some good improvements.
maybe there's a way out that way.
Just finished watching Black
I
Phone's
mean,
statement.
that
Oh, nice.
does kind of look like a door. Maybe. Is it a door? I think it's a door.
I need to potentially... Let's see how much time I get for that, because I could potentially do a lean in there.
Maybe. Is it a door? I think it's a door.
No, maybe. Maybe I can do that. Hang on. My idea is to have Frisk lean in slightly. Hang on.
Is it a door? Maybe.
Okay, from there? Oh, nice.
Is it a door?
So to about there? I reckon we have Frisk, like, do a lean in for a laugh. Because they're, like, trying to see what's going on. Where's the... Right, so it's from 3-1 there. Okay. Just a little lean in. And then they go back.
Is it a door?
Now they need to... It's because of the head there, because I've done that. Oh,
Is it a door?
let's actually not get rid of that. It's not too bad. I just thought it might be funny to have him do a little bit of a lean, but... Right, so... We're cleaning up some stuff, trying to make it look the best it can. And then we're more or less done for this scene. So for anyone who doesn't know what the heck is going on, let's just quickly go over stuff, right? Everybody's been waiting for me to do this project for ages, and are currently probably wondering what the heck is going on. Basically, I'm at the point of making it now. Essentially, what's going on is I'm doing the ruins as a test and sort of like a demo thing. Pretty much how the first, like Undertale was created, where Toby did the ruins as a demo. I'm pretty much taking the same approach. So the ruins for us is going to be a demo of all the tech behind it, all of the different like art style, all of the characters and stuff. And it's going to give you a good idea of how the rest of stuff should look, and how the world will come together with all the characters and everything. At the moment, I'm just doing the intro, which is this bit here where we're going to cut in after Frisk falls down. The intro has been redone by Sammy, who's doing the extra artwork for us again. And that's great because it means like we have a HD version of the original artwork that Temmie did. I'm just trying to find out where everything is on screen now. It might lag out like mad because of everything that I'm doing. But yeah, Sammy created a HD version of Temmie's artwork, so I can use that in the intro as well. And then I've just been trying to work on like different levels of detail here. Did I? I don't know whether I actually added... Oh, dude, I'm going to have to add bump to that, I think. Because when I added bump to it before, it was awesome. Hang on, just let me do 4.4. I'm going to activate the ruins and just see like what the thing I did for that was. We got an all new version of the ruins, which is fantastic. So that's great. I just need to put everything together now, basically, with the audio. So fun times watching this all come together. Sometimes you'll see me actually streaming the development, sometimes you won't, depending on just how I feel or what's going on animation-wise. But now we're pretty much cleaning up the intro. Did I add normals to that? Hang on. Shading. No, I did not! Okay, that's all kinds of messed up. I've messed up one of the one of the scenes. Where is it? 4.4. Oh no, sorry. Ruins. Trying to figure out where the new stuff is. RE_EX. Nice seeing people returning, by the way. Always a good thing. So hope you guys are having fun. Ooh. Meanwhile, we're gonna figure out where everything is and then and sort everything out. There we go. That was the room that I needed the normals for. So if I go in there and figure this out. Also, it's Toby's birthday today. Everybody's drawing Toby some fan art. It looks awesome. Oh, I love this. Evie's got to compile shaders here at the moment, so I've got to wait in the background. Can I just like hopefully get a version of this that works? Because the shaders are not compiling here, and I'm like, what? Composition, blah blah blah. That moment where Eevee's taking forever. I don't know whether it's because of the version that I've got on at the moment or what. I guess we'll find out. Although I do have like 3 versions of Blender open, that might not help. Let's close down the one that I'm not using. Ooh. Yeah, it won't let me do that. That's great. So, what I need is like normal maps on that there. It is not working how I want things. Let's not save that version of things. Oh, there we go. Now it's actually coming up with stuff on the other window, so I can have a look at it now. Everything's taken like a massive amount of time to load in because of the detail. But let's see here. If I get that shader, do shading. Ah ha ha, there we go. Okay, so if I copy that, is that for that one? I need to check this out now, so I'm just gonna see which bit is which here. Okay, so that one's broken, and then we've got okay, broken pillar, and then that's it. Right, so if I check the shading for these, pillar has bump, broken has bump. They're both normal strength. That's fine. Nothing extra added to either of them. I just need to have them consistent. So if I do this, if I go in here, I love this. It's like, so the encoder is overloaded. It's like, maybe because of everything that I've been doing. Let's just check here. Right. So we need to add a bump in here. Bump to, I think it's strength for the beginning, and then bump to... No, is it bump to height or bump to strength? Hang on. I've done this in the other file, and then it's like, dude, it's height. The first one is height, and it's, for the pillar, it's 0.1. Right. But for broken, I think it's like 1. It'd be that, and then that. And when we look at this now, it should give me, there we go, more detail. And then, for the pillar itself, that's another one that has, oh, what's going on here? Oh, okay. Right, so the one for... Oh, wait, no, hang on. The actual pillar itself is 0.05? Okay. So it's the same one. I just got like a DM in between asking about VRChat stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. So that's that setup. 0.1 there. Ruined stone, that should be fine. I go to this now. There we go. That's looking a little bit better. We'll save that. Let's see. Yo, bud, what you doing and how are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm still working on the intro. The intro is going pretty good. I'm just gonna go through like a breakdown of stuff right now in a moment because it's looking so nice, and then I can just like continue on here. Hang on. Trying to see if that has. Does that have? No, it doesn't. Can I just need to check this because I swear I added normals to some of the doors that look like that. I think it's. What would that be? The last area? Hang on. R-E, oh, EX. And then it'll be basement camera test. You guys won't get to see this for the moment, but you will later on when I'm done. I just need to see what the materials were like here. Okay, so I took the standard rock texture, threw that on, and did a normal map over that. Okay. Right, I know what I'm doing now. Sounds terrible, you know, considering I'm doing all of this, but what we need to do here is I need a shot set up so I can show you what's going on here. So we've got this going on. So what I need here is the same material. Actually, I'll do shading the right. So we need this. The idea is that we go like what's it, image texture. We're gonna give it the ruins textures. Just need to find the standard ruins texture, and then we're good. Have a nice time. I need to go, sadly. Oh, okay. We'll see you next time. Going through here. Do 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 do. There we go. Right? And that just gives that the same pillar texture that we're already using. Right? But then what we do is we go bump height. And then bump normal. And then all I need to do is just tweak that. I think it's like 0.1 or something, or 0.2, depending, because of the distance away. But because that's used on like the rest of that as well, even on the other ones, it just automatically updates that. And I think I can do that because the Delta rune as well on that one is using the same one. So if I do like, where is it? I do UT door there. And then default UT door. What that does is that changes everything to use that now. And then for shot setup, we've obviously got this sort of thing going on where I've got to make sure everything is correct on both versions of this. So we've got like the standard one with like grayscale, and then you've got the other one that has color on it. And then you got this one, which is the rendering. So I've been tweaking things a little bit more. The god rays I might tweak over the course of the scene, but the way that this works now, I just need to edit the lights a little bit around here. But the coolest thing for me is like all of the plants now move. What I did was I set up something going on with like the geometry nodes. And what it essentially does is it makes the geometry nodes move backwards and forwards over time. So hang on. Let's just show you this. If you look at the plants, like all the grass, all the flowers, apart from the grass that is going to be interacted with by Frisk, it gives the impression that the grass and flowers are moving in the wind.
How do I get back up?
Just a little bit of wind in here, apart from there, but you don't really see that too much, right?
Maybe there's.
And then when Frisk goes through the grass here,
look like a door.
they interact with it, so it
Maybe.
comes across as like really realistic.
Is it a door?
Got the grass moving here. Here we go. Then there you can see the grass moving when Frisk moves past. I am so happy with that. And then of course, the hair moves as well when they move because of the physics that we've baked in. So there's a lot of like realism that's now baked into the scene. So now it's just a case of like fixing the nitpicky things and adding that little bit of polish, and then we're good. So for anyone that likes watching that kind of thing, it's fun. Plus we can see the way that it's working here as well. You can see all the geometry nodes kind of moving with the wind, and then you can see the collision ones about to react here. Just around this area.
But how do I get back up?
Here we go. Any
Maybe
moment now.
there's a way out that way. I mean, that does kind of look like a door. Maybe. Is it a door? I think it's a door.
Right? And then we'll just... There, you can see all the grass moving. That is so cool. And then that bit there, that bit's the actual sun rays. So yeah, I'm happy with this so far. Like this is a really nice scene. I just need to mess around with the lighting now, and then add in some like dust particles, of which I was gonna work on when I started up the stream. It's just like I saw the errors with the hair, and I'm like, I can't be having errors with the hair. Come on, you know. So
I'm alive. I'm alive!
The only thing I could do now to make this any better would be to try and get Frisk's hair to be slightly see-through at the ends, which I think can be done via another material, which I'll open up in the background in a bit. Because if I can get that so that Frisk just looks genuinely better, just a little bit better, then we're good. But you can see like all the little details on Frisk's hair there with like the normal maps. We can see like the jumper there that actually looks like a jumper, and then obviously I've given them a little bit more happiness in their eyes there, and then like in certain shots like that one you can see the light rays and stuff. Just looks so good.
Kind of look like a door.
And then of course we got like shots like this where we've got like the reflection in the eyes and stuff. It just looks so nice. Like I'm so happy with how this is looking so far. I think it's the rim light that has an issue though. I just need to double check this because we can see the rim light moving just a little bit, but it's mainly against things in the background, and I need to fix that. Somebody just messaging me about Avatar stuff, and I'm like, not just yet. Maybe later on. So what I'm looking for here
I'm alive?
is anytime we're getting issues with like the rim light in the background.
I'm alive!
Is that it there? You may hear I'm alive quite a lot, so I'll just like turn off the desktop audio. Ooh. Need to see whether... Okay, so there's no issues there at the moment. It's mainly after that. I don't know whether I should include, like, petals or something falling down from the ceiling. Get like a couple of leaves from like trees or something, and just have them falling down, because I think floating down would be pretty cool. That's an issue there now, because we've got the rim light there in the background. You can see it affecting that section of grass. I need to not have that be as lit up. Get it to about there, and then we'll try and lower the rim light a little bit. It's about that frame. Okay, so on this frame, we have it at 10, and it's pretty close as well. Right, and then we go, boom. We'll make that like a 5, maybe? Or even like a 3 or a 2. Two's well disguised. Right, and then what we'll do is we'll move it as well. I think what I'll do is, instead of having it there, in that position pointing upwards, which is what the problem is, what I'll do is I'll instead move it on that keyframe and have it pointing a little bit differently. We need to kind of make sure that we've still got Frisk illuminated, but we need it more from kind of like 45 degrees behind, looking down a little bit, or like 45 degrees up, but a smaller one. So if we do like this with it, just bring it in. It's just so it doesn't affect a ton of stuff, because I need to be like really careful with the lighting here. Because it needs to still hit them, but just not be as crazy. So we're looking at kind of like this. Right? And then we'll try a 5 from there and see how that looks. A 4, 3. Okay, so that's camouflaging in with it now. Pretty nicely. If I just do it like that. Okay. 2, 1. Bring that down a little bit. That shouldn't be too bad there. Because that stays where it is. That changes position and lighting. And then we've got it pointing down there. We have it slowly gaining a little bit of light. That actually doesn't look bad from that angle now either. Because I think, does it change position slowly or what? No, it doesn't. So we've actually got it kind of a nice position here. The problem is, it's slowly ramping up again to 10 because of how I'd done this previously. So maybe if I go to like 5 instead. Even 4, it's mainly because of the positioning as well. I need to potentially move it. Let's see. If I move it to about there, then move it back a little bit. Let's see what happens when I move it around slightly, because I don't want it to highlight too much like that. I just kind of want it a little bit there. That might be better. Let's see how this moves when Frisk is in shot. Okay, that's not too bad. And then it fades out. Okay, so I think that solves the issue of it. I'm just gonna quickly check out the rest of the... Trying to see about any other of the grass here that it's affecting. Love the way the foliage is moving now. It's so fun. You getting any there? Doesn't look like it. Oh, wait, what was that there? I thought I saw something there. I'm like, No, we're good. So now all I need to do is render off the particles, because I want to be able to see dust here, and in certain other scenes as like an overlay. That's going to be interesting to try and pull off. But for the most part, that's done. Um, let's go watch this tutorial for dust, and then I can implement that, because I want to implement it as a particle, and then have that so it can just like fall off. I'll probably need like a color ramp to have it fall off, and then once that's done, then we're pretty much done with like this intro sequence, and then I can turn around and be like, right, now we're on to Flowey. There's some interesting things though in terms of like shot composition, or rather just like the choice of shots that I'll mention because of like previous versions. I just need to follow this tutorial. Yeah. This tutorial is 8 minutes long. Okay. Okay, so go cube. SX. Oh, come on. SX. I thought I could scale that way, but apparently not. Modifier, particle. Well, come on, dude. Seriously? Particle system. Wait, why are the... I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here with this. Let's keep it like that and do an icosphere. Mesh. Icosphere. Put that over there. Fabio says, was running into issues last stream. Oh. Gonna say this now. More than one type of editing can end up making you listen to the same audio over and over and over again. Yeah. I I'm gonna be listening to a lot of like character audio over the course of this, but at least it's all gonna be good by the end of it. Yeah. Render as object. Ooh, yeah, I'm on there, right? But it should be inside of that emission, so we need to. I love the way it's like, where is it coming from? We need source, and then it's gonna be the volume. Wait, what? Why is that? Why is that over there? It's supposed to be here. What? All transforms? All transform? That's just weird. Ah, there we go. Point zero one. Oh, 0.001. And then lots of randomness. Yep. We're gonna do rotation. Just have that randomized. Make it dynamic. Is that all he's doing? Right, so add camera. Just gonna throw this in, apparently. It's gonna be funny when eventually this is set up and done. Can I just try and... Oop. Because if it works, then I can use it for like a bunch of places. Particles rejected the designated cube. This is why inside jokes can happen in the making of. Yeah. Okay, so what was that? Angular velocity? Oh, rotation instead of wait, so just normal. That's fine. Oh, I see. He's done. He's done like a fog to try and make that look better. I don't need fog. I just need the particles, and then I can make them look better. I wonder if there's any way I can blur that. I don't need volumetric lighting on this. All I need to do is have it so it's got the emission on, because then I can use black against white here to render it out as an alpha. Let's see for the moment. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now I can just mess around with this for the time being. Hang on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the cube have like 2,000 particles in instead. Let's see what that looks like. 4,000. Okay, right, and then we're gonna do gravity. We're gonna turn gravity pretty much off for the most part. Let's do 0.01 for gravity. 0.05. And then it's mainly the speed next that's an issue. Need to mess around with like velocity here and just go like 0.05. Now it's falling because of physics, which means I need to change that a little bit. Right? Then I can mess around with that and render it off in different ways. Hey, Wally! Again with the voice lines. Yeah. So I'm almost done with this, Wally, and then we're on to Flowey's bit. I've done a lot. I've done a lot again, so it's pretty good. Just give me a sec. I'll show you in a moment. I'm just trying to get this set up. Okay, so that's not too bad. What I need here, what I'm doing as well, if you've just come in, what I'm doing is I'm trying to create dust particles, or at least a shot for them that I can then use later on. And the idea is that by having dust particle in the scene, in certain instances, it's just going to look pretty. You know? So I could just use like some of the other stuff that I've bought, but at the same time, some of it is not amazing. So I'm like trying to figure this out on my own. Here we go. This is the strength. So if I do what I want to do is like a tiny bit of wind there so that they stay relatively in the same place, if you see what I mean. Move 0.05 maybe. They have a little bit of fall on him. Okay, that's not bad. And then what we can do as well, just for the sake of it, we're going to have it so they swirl around. So we're going to add, where is it? Force field. We're going to add a vortex to this as well. Found out how to play Tomodachi Life on my PC. Having fun with that as well. Nice. Don't tell Nintendo. So let's see how this looks. Oh, dude, that's a bit too heavy. 0.05 on that? Oh, that's not actually too bad. Like, look at that, right? If we extend this to, like, say, 5,000 frames, even though we don't need it to be, and then we change the cube's particle emitter so that that has 5,000 frames, right? The lifetime of these should be 5,000 frames, but we'll just make it random as well. If we start here now. What is going on there? Oh, there we go. Now it's updating. Let's do 6,000 particles. Or even 8,000 particles. There we go. You can start seeing the effect going. That's not too bad. I think that vortex needs to tone itself down a little bit. 0.02 maybe. I want it to be just slightly twisting. You know, in the air. Nintendo don't need to know. Oh my god, that's amazing. I love that. So I think we got ourselves a little bit of a nice particle field going on at the moment that we can play around with. And then what we can do here is we can put the render pass on. And what that is going to do is, if I put this as like a glowing shader for a little bit, what it's going to do is it's going to turn around and be like, oh, you've got a glowing shader? Okay. We'll make that emissive so you can see it on screen at all times. Hang on. The icosphere there should have it as a glow, right? If I go to compositing, I go use nodes. What we can do here is we can give it a glow by doing this. And this will actually give us bloom that we can then play around with. So we can do like split. Come on now. Split. If we change that to 3D viewport and then to camera, you can actually see how that's going to work, especially if I have it on as always. So at the moment, not too bad, right? Glare, the size of the glare is fine. It's mainly just the dust. It's mainly just messing around. Play on words would have never happened in any better way. Were it not for the silly Sega CRT era revival ads. I love them. They're so good. Like, honestly, I absolutely love them. I wonder if there's a way of randomizing the alpha. Okay, so if we do 2, that gives us a little bit of a glow, right? And then alpha is the see-throughness, right? So if you make that like half, maybe? Because we're going to be overlaying this anyway. Just want to see what that's like. That doesn't seem too bad. Right? And then what I'm going to do to make sure this works, we're just going to have this as like particle dust test map. Right? And then I'm going to show Wally the scene so far, and then we're going to actually scale up something to the same size so we can get the particles. Wally! Wally, we got the shot, right? So let's go over stuff quickly now that you're here. So not only do all of the plants, all of the grass, not only does all of that have physics and the hair has physics, now the difference is that the hair has physics that actually works when walking as well. I had to do some, what they call baking. Essentially, it's like you take the animation and you tell it that instead of doing a simulation for physics, you just want it to be baked into the animation so that the hair moves and you don't have any physics running, so it's less intensive. So the hair, you'll see it bobbing up a little bit in a moment. There's a straight line of grass that actually moves when Frisk walks through it. And every other bit in the background actually moves via a little trick that I've got as well, so it looks like all the grass and all the other plants are moving. And then, yeah, the last bit here that I'm doing is just like the dust and everything and just little tweaks to make the area consistent. So, what I've got going on here, we'll try... I'll show off the this stuff first, and then we'll show it off with the audio. So as you can see, all of this now moves, which is really sweet, right? So when we look at it from over here, Every single shot, it looks like it moves in the wind, which I'm loving, right? I wanted that to be good. Um, Another tweak that we did was we fixed some of the materials that were a bit funky because some of them didn't have like a little bit of detail on them. So now we've got it so that the doorways actually look like they're made out of the same stone as the rest of them, plus like the pillars here that actually has detail on it to make it look as though it's actually like broken off and looking cool, right? The for later on, the light rays that I've got coming on here, they're actually lowered later on, so we can see them a little bit more in the shot. So when we go to like this shot, you can see them there. That's what I want these particles, the dust particles. Uh, and then it's literally going to be a case of overlaying the dust particles per shot. But but yeah, if we watch this through, I'm gonna have to do it without like because this is the final lighting. I'm gonna have to do it without that because it doesn't really like rendering it fast like that. But you get to see Frisk's facial expressions as well, which look really cool.
Ow! I'm alive? I'm alive!
I love the super excited face there.
But how do I get back up? Maybe there's a way out that way. I mean, that does kind of look like a door. Maybe. Is it a door? I think it's a door.
And the hair moves, it just has a little bounce to it there, and then we can see the grass moving as well. The super excited face is so cute. I added that in recently. Where was it? There we go. We got it. I added that in like literally the other night because I was like, I need something that just looks fun, right? And then we got where is it? It goes a little bit more intensive. Was it there? Ah, there we go. You can see the eyes. The eyes shrink slightly because of the excitedness. So it's like normal and oh my god, super excited because just realized we've survived a crazy fall. Yeah, you can actually still see it in that sequence before their eyes return to normal in a moment. It looks like they're not doing drugs anymore. Whereas it's in a moment. Um, Kids when they see any candy shaped object. Another one was I changed the shot from here, right? We don't see a close up for this shot, but it's primarily because I still wanted Frisk to be able to see the doorway, but I didn't think the shot of me just going was really good. You know, it just look at me, I'm doing a hand cam thing, and it just looked too crap. So I was like, I need something that looks better and can actually show everybody else where we're going at the same time. So it's like, yeah, I'll just have it so the camera is loosely coming through the doorway here like this, and Frisk's looking towards it because then we get an idea of like, wait a minute, is that a door? I think it's a door. You know. Um, but yeah, well,
Maybe there's a way out that way. I mean, that does kind of look like a door. Maybe. Is it a door? I think it's a door.
and then we got the hair bouncing. But yeah, the other cool thing, like I was saying here, the previous version was like one of Flowey's vines holding up the camera. Yeah, kinda. This cool bit here. Hey, Lucky. I guess I'll have to explain to Lucky as well. But yeah, hey, Lucky. Nice to see you again. This is the cool bit here now is you can actually see the grass moving as Frisk goes past it. It's so good as a detail. Like no joke. I had so much fun implementing all the stuff here. So it's so much fun. But yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually make a new thing here, and we're gonna export this so I know what size it needs to be for the particle effects. Jen sneezing in the background. Right, so we're gonna do that because it's roughly about there, right? The cube, the cube. How you doing, Lucky? Jen, Wally says bless you. Wife says thank you. The cube. Yeah, it's just so I can get a grasp of where everything is. So if we do that, and we scale it up to there, then what I can do is I can hopefully export just the cube, and away we go. So selected objects. I laugh because there have been so many times when I've been like, okay, I'm just gonna export something, and I go to export it, and instead of selecting just the one thing, I accidentally export the entire level, and then it takes like a year for it to export it, and then I'm like, um, why is it taking forever? Dust reference. Let's do that. And then we'll put that in the backup folder. We'll just go FBX. And hopefully, the cube out now. We should be good. Fabio says, some part of me expected the walk cycle to last too long. Like, I'd be watching Frisk go till they're out of view. No, what I'm planning on doing is like the next shot, because I wanted the physics to work, right? But I either want the next shot to be like them coming out here and walking through, or I just want it to be like in the next set where we see them like come round here and then they walk straight past the camera and then we get a good shot of the ruins at the beginning. You know, I feel like that might be a good way of doing it rather than just like totally sticking into every single room like the entire time. It's either that or we get like a behind the scenes shot, maybe over the shoulder and going into the next room. What do you guys think? Right now, doing research on potential new OS since Windows 10 support is coming to an end. I'm hearing bad things about 11 with security. Oh, dude, that's interesting. Considering I'm on 11, I got forced. Dave, you want to see my favorite me on Tomodachi Life? Yeah, sure. Go for it. Meanwhile, just gonna do this. And we're gonna import the cube and just see what happens here. And then I can hopefully overlay this thing. Let's just add. Why am I doing an ad? I need an import. Dude, where's it? Dust reference, right? Bam. Oh, okay, that's actually really good. It means all I need to do is literally just like stick the cube in the center and we're done. That point where I'm just randomly shouting the cube. People are gonna be like, dude, why the hell are you doing that? It's just like, I just want to for a laugh. Right, so I wonder whether we can turn that on its side. Right, and just rotate the entire thing out. Because I don't want to have to like mess around with the shot. Let's do a 30 mil. 20 mil? Okay, 20 mil might not be that bad. Hang on. If I get rid of the cube, then we should be good. If I do that now, right? And then just go. That should render out for the first shot. I'm gonna have to see what that looks like when it's rendered. But hopefully that won't look too bad. Again, because I'm doing it for like 5,000. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's do that as a MPEG video. Encoding can be MP4, and then we'll do it as like perpetually lossless quality. Encoding speed, good. No audio, and we'll just like export that as a texture for the ruins. So we'll do like ruins textures, dust, right? And then we'll just do that there and render that out and see what happens. Render animation. Now I just have to sit here and watch like dust particles on screen. And then what I can do is I can change the alphas on this. Love the way it's going to take forever to render this. Right, let's see. Gamer Boy says, this is a nice cube. Hello! I do not recognize your username. I hope you're okay. A friend of mine told me how 11 likes to take regular screenshots or something that Microsoft took going to look more into since it was rambling from frustrations and venting in a voice chat. Smiles Doomsday and he's evil. There is a way to deactivate that kind of stuff because I swear I deactivated it when I started using 11. Because that's one thing. Oh, I'm loving that. But yeah, I swear I looked into something like that because of using Windows 11 and didn't want to be forced about stuff. Tried Linux in the past and it was frustrating for somebody who wants simplicity. Yeah, I love the way I need 5,000 frames for this Dust, and we've only got 150 so far. I suppose I could tone down the samples, but I mean, like, hopefully it won't take too long, and I can talk to you guys. So yeah, who's new to chat? Just so I can figure it out and also show what's going on here and explain things. A debloater for 11. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen. Do you like Smiles Doomsday says? Well, yes I do. I've seen. I swear I've used debloater for 11 because I used one to also change the desktop UI originally back to like Windows 10. But the problem was it caused like an issue eventually, so I ended up getting rid of it and just going with 11. It's not too bad. But I remember debloating everything and getting rid of certain things so it wouldn't hold me hostage anymore. I was watching a video the other day of the 10th anniversary, and I was still having like PTSD from when Toby was showing all the new stuff, and I'm just sat there like, Toby, no, because of all the new stuff people were gonna be asking me to include, you know. People be like, Dave, have you considered maybe including all of the 10th anniversary stuff, including characters and things? I'm like, please no! I'm going to die before I reach the ripe young age of 40. You know. Like, seriously. The anniversary, I don't know whether I've talked to you guys about it or not. I think I did a little bit on the last stream, but the 10th anniversary is for Undertale is part heartwarming, and it's so nice to see like the community interacting in such a nice way and Toby interacting in such a nice way. You know, basically more or less being like, yeah, everything that you guys have made that's wacky or freaky, just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it isn't there. So I'm more or less, you know, on board with all of this. You can have like all your crazy AUs and added characters and everything. It's all canon as far as I'm concerned. I accept it. You know, it's all fun and games. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so heartwarming. And then Toby's like, so here's my version where everything is like new and we've got like Gaster's door coloured in, Noelle in the background, and I'm just sat there like the moment we saw the first part with the ruins, if you go and watch my reaction to it on stream, you can hear me literally going, oh no, and everyone's like, dude, what? And I'm like, this is a longer balcony for the ruins. What's going on? And then he goes out and goes down into the new section of home, and I'm just like, no, no, no. And then everyone's like, dude, what's going on? And I'm like, he's giving me more work. It was so funny. Oh, let's see. Toby's a master at trolling. He is. I remember saying on multiple Undertale fandom discords, like when that event was going on, I was like, Toby's gonna kill everyone with the amount of work that he's just done, and then everyone's like, wait, what? We need to add this now. You know. Fabio says that's part why I run talked about running Windows stuff on Linux. Ah, yeah, I get you. Look, he says a double-edged sword, great stuff, but people will want it in the animation now. Also, one animator. Yeah, it's like, I don't think people understand that, or like some people understand it's just me at the end of the day with like the animation and stuff. The cool thing about it is though, when you think about it, we started off and it was just all me using borrowed assets, and then over the course of like doing the multiple like updates and presentations, and obviously getting more people to help with the voices, because that's all I really needed originally. With me like waiting on like all the voices and stuff, and be like, you know what? While I'm waiting, I'll just like make these other sections that I needed, and then I'm like, you know what? I'll just make the other sections look nice as well, and kept going and kept going. And slowly, with me like expanding stuff and needing more help, we've got like more people on doing characters and stuff, and then artwork, like Sammy's stuff for like the HD intro. It's got to a point where yeah, it's still me animating, but there's a lot more community involvement, and I really like that. You know, I really like it because it's a very nice sort of like passion project, as it were, that's helped along by everybody else going, dude, we actually like what's going on here. It looks pretty fun. It's pretty fun, you know, all working together for a laugh. So let's just keep at it and see where it goes, you know. I like that. Plus, I like the fact that it's a small team, relatively, if you if you acknowledge the fact that it's like 40 odd VAs, you know. You got so many different VAs at this point. Oh, but it's so fun. And I love the way we're only up to frame 704 out of 5,000. Did I set it to 5,000? It only needs to be 1,400. Wait, what? Hang on. I need to know what the... Did I set it to 5,000 in the animation here? Oh, God, I did. Why did I do that? Oh, no! Maybe I should limit that and change it. Hang on. Let's limit this to like 1,400 because of stuff for the time being. Hang on. 1,400, yes, right. And then we turn down the sample so it actually renders quicker. So 10, 16 maybe, right? Because it doesn't need too many. And then we'll just hit render and hope that it comes off in like 2 seconds. Hey, there we go. That's going much faster. You guys can't see it, but I'm turning you into a me, says well. Okay. I've been a me before at some point. It was actually pretty fun. If I can get all this looking like really good and then keep it consistent throughout, it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to show everybody like the rest of the ruins now. I just hope that it doesn't explode my computer when I'm trying to do everything. The amount of characters I want on screen doing like little things or having like different things going on is nuts. I'm gonna have to find out some way of like comping stuff so that it's not like just killing everything. Because I've had my computer crash a few times, or rather Blender crash a few times while trying to render out the new ruins because of how much detail's in it. It is insane. Like, I know people have said before, like, dude, the old version of the ruins looks pretty nice. It's like, if you've not seen, like, a couple of hints that I dropped or work in progress stuff, the new ruins is just totally insane. The amount of detail that's in it. Computer explodes trying to render every single monster. That reminds me, I've still got to mess around with some stuff because I need to give some of the monsters different materials to make them look a little bit better. Like they look good already, but it's like, you know, when you want to add that little bit more detail, I just need to make sure I don't add more 4D textures if I don't need them, because I remember when I added 4D textures to MyGosp and it lagged like mad. MyGosp is like, yes, I may look like a pill bug, but I do not need that much detail. Fourth dimensional materials and textures. It's all good. The funny thing is that despite me having like multiple years of experience in 3D and stuff, it's all self-taught, so I'm not gonna like turn around and claim on video or stream, you know, to be like the best person ever at this. You can hear me multiple times being like, you know, I'm just gonna look up this tutorial and just see how things go. Since I am not the best at this, I don't claim to be, but it is funny, and the simple fact of like I'll run into stupid things like that where I'm like, things may explode right now, and then it's like, nah, like 2 days later, I'm like, now I've found a way to stop that thing happening, so things don't explode right now. You know, Send me a picture of your soda for the me. What, you mean my avatar? Look, he says humble. I just know some people are gonna be like that, you know, when they're like, dude, seriously, could you not do better? I'm like, I've told everybody previously and multiple times, like, my background is like doing mods for like different games for ages while also trying to learn like different game engines and 3D programs and stuff and then doing textures and other things. So I'm not the best at this stuff, but I'm trying to do the best work that I've ever done, like right now, with every trick I've learned, because it's just fun. You know, like I like doing stuff like this because it's in the moment where I'm pulling everything off and being like, hey guys, check out, I made physics work, you know. It sounds totally stupid, but like I enjoy the fun of learning stuff and then being like, check it out, seriously, it's all good, you know. Because I mean, who doesn't want to turn around at some point when they've learned something or done something and be like, seriously, this is cool. You have to check this out. Like with the grass the other day, where I was like, dude, I can make grass move now. It's such a crazy thing. And I took it to like its most simplistic form just so it could run really well. And then I'm like, I got this. I'm happy now. You know. And then 3 days later, I find out how to bake it so it's not actually running physics simulations all the time, so it's not going to explode things. YouTube tutorial university, yes. Same thing, I think, says Wally. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get like a full picture of the avatar then at some point. I might have to do that later on because I can't exactly. Can I actually? Hang on. Can I show off my legs here? Oh, I can. Oh my god. Yeah, I can actually. Wally, you're gonna see full screen Moody. Well, full screen Dave. But where am I? Where am I? Where have I gone? Oh, there I am. Ta-da! But only my head moves. Oh no! It's because I've not got full tracking on. But yeah, if you take a screenshot of that, hang on. Can I like rotate myself? Oh, hang on. Oh no. This is breaking the fourth wall now. Help. No, oh no. This is like totally breaking the fourth wall because I've never shown the model like this. Quick, get the screen grab. Oh, here we go. I'm good. I'm good. It's okay. Don't mind me. I'm gonna break my neck. I think maybe. No. Okay, we're good. You have legs. Yeah, I don't think. Hang on. I'm just gonna like reposition myself. I don't think anybody thought I actually had legs on this thing. I'm like, no, I do. Give us that 360 realness. Oh, there we go. Oh, now I'm too big. Oh no. Can we just breathe in? There we go. One can laugh, but when people were starting to invent 3D animation, someone says, guys, I made physics work. Presenting the computer, it was mind-blowing. Oh god, yeah, like watching all the old behind the scenes for like films. Like, obviously one is like Tron, but like T2 as well, because T2 pushed like stuff like that absolutely insanely. Very Sega, yeah. I don't want to give the game away, but I might be a Sega fan. I might be a Sega fan. You know, I may talk about Sega quite a lot and the fact that I hate Nintendo, but I think I might be a Sega fan. I actually do have a hoodie that's very similar to that as well in real life because Jen got it me. So yeah, fun times. Need the Sonic shoes. The shoes are actually a reference to Symphogear, if I remember rightly, instead. I did have the Sonic shoes on my Xbox 360 avatar when they were available. Right, I changed them on this because I was like, I could have them. I couldn't. I know the pants are a reference to Fancy Star Online because I did those recently because originally they were a reference to Gundam, and I was like, no, I'll change it a little bit. I need to update the Moody avatar as well because that one's kind of a mix. This one's a mix of both of us. So the dedicated Moody one is the one with the black hoodie and the red eye, and then I have the blue eye that references the Sega Saturn. Oh, right. So what I need to do here is have that be a particle card there. So if I take this, right, I'll try VFX. If I go like file, add, mesh, plane, right, that just gives us flat. Right, and then we go, bam, dust, material, video. Actually, no, just do dust, particles, video, texture. Let's see if this works. So we got like image, open, the ruins. There's the one that's 5,000. I don't need that. Right. So this is going to be all kinds of crazy because I'm going to apply it like this. There you go. Cyclic auto refresh frames 1,400. Start frame 0. Wait, why is that not finding that? Is it because it's an MP4? Dude, did I just render all that off and now it's not even having it because it's an MP4? Because it should do. Should be no issue with that. Maybe image sequence? No? Okay, that's weird. It should work fine. Let me just check that that's worked fine. Right, so we now have an issue where it won't work, which means I now have to render it off as something else. Let's try, instead of an MP4, let's try... Have I got like AVI on here? That might be a bit too much, but... Color management. Maybe it's because the encoding. Dude, did I not have it set up as an MPEG? I swear I did. MPEG, perpetually lossless. Maybe I just put it as like high quality. Because I swear I've been able to do this previously with different ones. Let's render that off again. It only takes a little bit because of the way that it renders now. Just gonna double check this while it does it, because it should work. And before I encounter issues again and then be like, fuck! Okay, there we go. So I've got a texture coming out now. Hopefully. Hopefully that's fine. It's okay, I have everything under control, honest. Meanwhile, I just realized one thing. Can I check Blender here? I need to check if Frisk has the alternate stuff for Kara in the files, or whether I have a Kara model. I should do. Ah, yeah, I do. Right. So, if I take that then, and just change the materials, can I get Kara from this? Let's see. Because I don't want to do all that work all over again. If I do like clothes, change that. No, excuse me. Just get rid of the clothes texture and do like ruin. Oh, was it ruins? No. Clothing textures. No? Okay. Oh, I need to find out where this is now. Because I should have all of them in one file. Maybe I just go and find Frisk's file. Where is it? Blender. Completed VA lines. No, it's not that. Storage. Backup. Character files. Saroba? No. Frisk and Kara. I love the way it has them, but it doesn't have the textures. What is going on here now? Have I got the NPC pack that has both of them in? Because that might be nice. NPC pack 2? No? Okay. Okay, this is interesting. I now have to go and find... I've got Frisk's textures. They're right here, so... There is another way of doing this. I could literally just export them from Kara's file. I know I have them somewhere. Wait a minute, is that... Kara's clothes? Asriel's clothes. So, what? Hang on. This is... I'm tripping here like mad now. Okay, right. I've got a fix for this. We literally just open up Kara, export the files, and put them on Frisk. I feel like that would be a really easy way to do this right now. Why have they got purple eyes? Huh. Let's see. I really like that Wally, by the way. DMs. Show it on stream if you dare. I would do, but I'll try and get this done first. So what I need here is the textures. So we go like clothes. Right, file. Save copy of clothes, and we're just gonna put them in the ruins text just for a laugh. Just do file. I don't know why I would put them in the ruins, but Kara. Save as Kara clothes. Compression 0. Right, and then we've got eyes. Save as... I know somebody's gonna be like, dude, why don't they have red or whatever? I don't know why they're purple. They've just been hued that way. I can always try looking at Frisk's one as well. Maybe change that. Hang on. So there's Frisk's one, and then... Oh, I see. It's Genocide Kara has the red eyes. Hang on, I'm still going to take that just in case, because I might need that. I love the way the file name is just Face Genocide. What? Let's see here. You apparently really like pancakes. I do like pancakes. They are really nice. So waffles. Compression 0, safe, right? And then we can actually get Kara updated and just paste it over the top of Frisk. And then I can just like change Frisk's materials to an empty so that it's Kara instead. But I'll do that in a moment after we finish rendering because the renders are almost done. In the time that I've been messing around with like trying to get Kara's file updated, it's like 1,200 out of 1,400. You just don't see it in the background. And then hopefully we should have a file that I can use. Hopefully. That moment where I'm just like praying to dear God that this works. And then I can just like overlay it. Come on. I only need to render out like another 50 frames. I love the way technically this is like sneak peek into the next update. Because I've openly said on stream before, like the only way that I could top the last update would literally be to just make the ruins. You know, so when people are like, dude, what are you doing for the next update? It's like, I'm showing off the ruins. This is like all of it. It will be visible. You know, it will actually be a thing. Let's try this. See if it works. I think the reason why I've mentioned that as well is because of the amount of times I've been like, I need to one up myself and be like, dude, so this update's gonna have this update's gonna have that. Now it's like, okay, I can't actually up myself anymore other than literally releasing a portion of the animation, which means actually getting stuff done properly. Why is it doing that? Like, it should be able to find that. Why is that a big issue?
Ow!
Like, why is that such a pain in the butt? Hang on. That should be fine. Alpha. If we do that, color into the alpha. It's a movie. It should have 1,400 frames. Start frame is 0. Right? The square of pink. The pink square is normally when it can't find a texture, but it should be able to. I'm just gonna like look at that because it's goofy as hell.
Ow!
Because you can see it there, just we can't see exactly what's
I'm-
going on and what I'm rendering.
I'm-
But I know for a fact that it works because it's a video file that I literally just sat there rendering. Hang on, give me a sec. I'm gonna figure this out by actually looking it up. Blender video material pink. I just realized something. Hang on. Indicates Blender can't find the texture material or the HDRI used for world lighting. Blah 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 blah. I might cheat. Blender doesn't know where the file is on your computer. No, that's bull. Why are all my textures pink? It means the file's missing. No, nope. That's because the material preview. Let's see. Hooking up the shaders the wrong way. What? Reloaded the texture. It looks okay until I add the displacement. No. I love the way we might as well. Where is it? If I can just like load this up real quick. This for every time I fail, we just need where is it? So I just need this on. Where's it? E-rank. Yeah. So it's either that or the kazoo version. SpyX Boko Brunch says one thing, is it a door? It may be. Also, hello. I don't believe I'm familiar with your username. I could be wrong. I can cheat on this. I just figured one way of cheating it actually would be literally just to record it. I could literally just record it off screen because then with OBS it would be a screen recording, but it would work. I'm gonna do it. Oh no, wait, I can't because I'm streaming. Oh no! Okay, so what do I need for it then? That moment where I'm like, I can do this. I can make this work, and then it's like, no, you can't because you're streaming. Let's see if I can get what file type it is. I swear it just needs to be an MP4. What was that one? An MKV file, I think, works as well. Yeah, MKV. MKV should work. So let's have a look at that. Right, encoding. Is Mashtoka the one that's MKV? I think. Where is it? PNG, QuickTime Animation. AV1, what? Flash video, oh god. DivX, no. AVI might work. Dude, that's gonna be a heavy file if it runs. Let's try that and just like at this point, I just want something to work, you know. Render animation. Like this is like the third or fourth time I've rendered this now. It's like, dude, seriously, can I just get a win tonight, please? I'm literally on like one of the last things as well that I need to get this thing to work. It's like if I can just get this working, it'll be good. And it's like, so anyway, it'd be a shame if you just like couldn't do that. Have fun with that. You know. But yeah, this should. An AVI should work because the other ones are MKVs. The only other thing that I can think of doing literally is taking the version that I've got, extending it to 2000 frames, and then recording it off stream, and then like doing it there because I know that would work. So yeah, it's crazy. Oh, that moment where I'm just doing like loads of extra work here. It's like, come on, seriously, give me a break. Give me a break. I just want to like do this, have this work, and then be done with this series of shots, so then I can move on to the next bit. Because I have like so much to do, and there's so much in terms of like adding little details and stuff that I like doing, and it's like this is the last little detail I need. And the funny thing is, it'll have a knock-on effect because I can use it in other areas, provided I get the damn thing rendered and it works. It's either that or, like I was saying, I just screen record it. Either way, I'll get it working. The problem is just like obviously being able to get it in a file type that I can use. So just work, god damn it! That point where you just want to create like an awesome project that has like a ton of little details that everybody will appreciate, and instead Blender's just like, so have fun with that. I also like the way I'm trying to do it in the like least intrusive way that will not cause like a load of like visual artifacts. And again, Blender's just like, have fun with that. Blender, oh how you never cease to amaze me with how many migraines you can give, says Wally. It's again, like with most creatives, you have like a love-hate relationship with the software that you use. So like in this case, it's like Blender and Photoshop. You have a love-hate relationship with like being able to use them because sometimes they just work and it's awesome, and then other times you spend like a week doing bug fixes for a problem that you have. Only for only for on occasion to have some random person like the other side of the world just be like, so anyway, you could have fixed that in like 2 seconds by pressing this button. It's like, no, no, no. That's the most embarrassing bit ever. Is when that kind of thing happens. We just like, I have these theories on why this thing isn't working, and the next minute it's like, boom, nope. Also, Chance Moody, are you aware of the Professor Layton series? I think I may have seen you post that before, and I just didn't acknowledge it, which was terrible of me. Yeah, I know of the Professor Layton series. I've just not played them. I think Jen, you've played one, right? I think I may have watched you play one. I'm aware of Professor Layton though, a series of puzzle games, right? Because it even has an anime out, if I remember rightly, an anime movie. Yeah, he has a crossover with Phoenix, right? If I remember rightly, wasn't Professor Layton only for like the DS or 3DS or something? I could be wrong on that. Nintendo locks it behind stupid stuff. I'm very obsessed with the ATMs as well. And before I walk into VRChat next, and you have a Layton avatar, if you already, if you don't already, it's getting a Switch release, I believe. Oh my god! As long as they're actually selling it at like discounted price and not like ridiculous pricing. I do. I called it. What? This seems to be a thing with like everybody, right? At some point, you get a fascination with something that's so deep that you turn around and go, you know what? I wouldn't mind that as a VR chat avatar. It always happens. It always happens. Because I've done it myself. So funny. Come on, I'm almost rendered here. I'm at like 1,200 frames now, I think, out of 1,400. It's like another couple of minutes at max, and then I should have this particle effect rendered off for like the 50th time. I think it's being priced at like 20 or something, says Wally. Well, for like all the games or just one game? You know, because if it's 20 for like all of them, that's great. If it's 20 for one, it's like Nintendo. Nintendo, seriously. What are we doing here? Meanwhile, Jen looks it up on a phone. IDK about the rest of them, says Wally. Oh, it better be a collection and not a single game. If it was like all of them as a collection, that'd be great. Because obviously they're not that easy to get hold of now. There we go. It's rendered off. Let's see if it works this time. In fact, let's just do it in the default thing here. But I think the Switch one is about $20. Subs as well. Right. Oh, no. It's not a magic texture. It will be eventually, but not at the moment. Image texture, open. The ruins, AVI. Frames 1400. Start frame 0. Cyclic auto refresh. Mother. Are you kidding me? It's set up properly. That's how it should be, dude. Are you kidding me right now? That is. Oh. Come on, hang on. I can't just throw color into the surface there because it messes. Oh, dude. It's a new game. Okay. Seriously, this is just annoying me. Like, I spend all that time redoing everything. Hey, Sky. And then it's still not doing it. Like, let's see. Blender video texture format. It supports MP4, AVI, or MOV. No, it doesn't. That's bull. That's bull. Image texture node in the shading workspace. Best performance to avoid glitches. Recommend to convert complex video files into an image sequence before using them as a texture. What? Hang on. And before I find out, like, some Houdini's done it.
We'll use an old clip of Tom and Jerry, which has an aspect ratio of just 1.37.
My God. That's nice. Can I just like... Can I get a video here? Okay. Image texture. Tom and Jerry.mp4, right? Yeah, I've already applied the material. Set the correctional. No, hang on. Oh, that's bull. That's bull. It won't do it. Hang on. Blender is so cool. Thanks for doing this. Blah, 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 blah. That's not what I wanted. Old man DMs real quick. Will do. Oh no. What are we doing? Oh, Wally, I'm gonna have to like animate that for a laugh. You have to animate Frisk just saying that to player. That'd be so funny. Oh, all these bloopers I'm getting. Using a video as a texture. There we go. Absolutely use video image nodes. It doesn't work. Let's see. Texture. You can load into any shader. The image texture node accepts images, sequences, or video files. No, it doesn't. That's bull. It does not accept that because I just tried it. Color RGB, alpha straight. Hang on. Yeah. That's not working. If I go into like principal from there, principal BSDF, principal BSDF, base color, bam, and then into surface. Oh look, It's pink because it doesn't work. Maybe if what? Nope. Let's see. Did it? No, blended. Dude, that should work for all intents and purposes. I do not know why that's not working. And yeah, I'm gonna have to record that and do it. First, because the 3DS slowly turns the player in a concerned look. I'm gonna have to do that in a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream here because I'm having so many issues. I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna get this done, and then I'll have a laugh later on. Oh, thank you very much for everyone for joining me. It's been a frustrating like hour and 30 odd minutes trying to get this done, but thank you very much for being here with me yet again and showing a little bit of support. So I'll see you on the next one. Until then, bye.